the velvet darkness overwhelms me, I'm soon distracted by the gleaming moon. Gazing out my window to see the stars. Do they feel what it's like to be lonely too? I'd like to catch one someday. Hold it in my hand, hide it away. Then we can be together that day. I wonder if anyone is looking too. Do they know we're alone together? Do they know they're in good company? Could I glimpse into the world they see? Could they glimpse into mine? When the velvet darkness overwhelms me, I'm soon distracted by the gleaming moon. Gazing out my window to see the stars. Do they feel what it's like to be lonely too? I'd like to catch one someday. Hold it in my hand, hide it away. Then we can be together that day. I wonder if anyone is looking too. Do they know we're alone together? Do they know they're in good company? Could I glimpse into the world they see? Could they glimpse into mine?
And we're live. Hope everyone is having... Let me go back to this one for just a minute because it looks like people are still coming in. And I kind of like the screen. I don't really get to use this that much. It has the art I got from Chrissy right behind me, which I absolutely love. Well, at least I know StreamerBot's working. StreamerBot is in fact working. Good to know. As is that. I hope everyone is having a good night. I'm actually like really excited to get into this. I want to see what happened because apparently a year has gone by, and I'm now level 6. That's what the meeting after the last session was about. A year has gone by, and be honest, like I put in a bunch of stuff in our chat, and I was like, "This is my character, and where I think my character would grow in a year, and what all you would learn." And then said anything, and I feel really awkward now. So they know a lot more about me than I knew about them, and yeah, that happened. Looks like we're still waiting on Valen, but she might be on phone again, so maybe I should go in and get ready to get in the game. Oh, I need to start my background music. I'm professional. I know things. Oh, I think you did headbats right as I transitioned. You might need to do it again, Angel. I think that was bad timing. Oh, did it stop working? Is it hit pats or hit pat? Oh, it's just hit pat. No S. No S. There we go. No, thank you for the hit pat. I should really add head pats, because that seems like a really easy mistake to make, but that will have to be after this. But okay, I'm gonna unmute. Huh. Would I rather be the hero in a movie or the bad guy? Can I just be like the Han Solo? Can I just be like the semi-foil to the hero? Like, not the big bad, but a bad. I mean, in games and stuff, I actually usually play the hero. I actually go, I'm a goody two-shoes. I mean, even in this, I'm pretty goody two-shoes. So I would probably be the hero, truthfully. Chat box? Well, chat box usually does, like, big jumps of things anyway, at the best of times. But no, it looks like chat is not working. I wish I knew why it hates YouTube chat. Uh, the chat box times. I wonder if I can fix that. Like, pretty easily. More please. Okay. Give me just a second. I might have a fix for this. Okay. Yeah, that's what I was basically going to do, Tynes. Except for I was just going to capture a opened chat window. Well, I mean, that works, but I wish I could change it then. Hmm. Okay, maybe one more. I hope that's readable. Now I just need to shrink it to at least fit in here. Well, it's not the prettiest fix, but it is a fix. You know, Ken reads. That's fair. Well, I hope that's readable. This should also read who reads. Exactly. Okay, I will unmute now because I get the feeling they're waiting on me. I'm sorry. I hope you weren't waiting on me. I was just fiddling.
No, you're good.
Because
You're able to level up your character.
I did level up my character.
No, you probably had the toughest time being the spellcaster.
It wasn't too bad, except for I tried to add a feat, and that was Roll20 got angry and wouldn't give me my options. So I had to go in and add them manually after. But the actual like leveling up and the spells and stuff was actually really easy.
Nice.
Hi. I also super leveled up my Intimidate. So now when I use Intimidate, I can do like the Gandalf thing. You know, but only instead of shadows, it would be like pink that glows around me. And I get scary. The end. Yeah, luck roll time. Luck roll. The normal chat was not happy, so we have YouTube chat. It's not updating. Oh. Do I have to leave you on screen? Okay, let's see. Will it update now? Can someone say something? Because the old chat wouldn't update. This was part of the problem. Okay.
Well, I message Grab. Let's see what she says when she gets it.
Nope, it only updates if it's on top.
How would I go about changing my fighting style on here? I'm trying to figure it out. It's not super visible.
Played a fighting style in 5e on Roll20.
Okay, hopefully that means it'll update. Ah. Okay, yeah, it's updating now. I had to kind of cheat to make sure it's always visible. But it is readable, right?
I'm gonna click on your character sheet so it may change pages for you.
Okay.
I say usually it shows up in your features and traits.
Better than invisible.
It does
Okay.
show up there. I just don't know how to change because I want to change it to the archery fighting style. I just
What
don't
do you
know how
have
to.
now?
Let's see if I can
I
try
have
something else then.
superior, whatever fighting. Just the one that gives you a superiority die.
I know you can change it when you level up.
Okay, let's try to do something else then.
And since you just leveled up, you can go ahead and actually, you know what? You want?
Wait, can I just drag it over from the thing?
Yeah, that's what I was just gonna try to do, and then delete the other one.
Okay. Let me think about how to do this. Because I know there's a way to do just like a partial screen capture. So let me think about how to do that.
Now it should automatically add it to your global damage modifiers and such.
Yeah. So then I can just. Right.
Okay. Hmm. Hmm.
While we're waiting to get started, it was funny yesterday in the RP I've been doing in GTA. This guy was hit by a car. It was a cop, and I go over to him. An ambulance arrives, and they're like, "Oh no,
Okay. No.
he doesn't have a pulse. We need to rush him to the hospital." I was like, "No, get the paddles. We don't have paddles." I was like, "Fine, I'm gonna redneck engineer something." I pulled out his taser and I shot him with it.
Jeez.
They were like, "That don't work. That's not enough voltage."
If I just do a
I was like,
basic
"All right, let me
chat.
try again."
Let's see what happens if I just add a
Reloaded it,
basic
shot him
chat
again.
and see if that'll make it
I'm like, "Will
happy.
you stop
Naturally.
doing that?" Does look like everyone's here. Is everyone ready?
Yep.
I think so.
Open
So,
the tab and what part
as we
capture?
discussed at the end of last session,
I'm not in OBS though,
a great
Ghoulish. I'm
deal
in
of time has
Streamlabs
passed
OBS.
since you guys, uh, since the last session, essentially. Um, the war was, in essence, over after last session. There was some random groups of orcs still roaming the lands, and the other towns and keeps needed to be cleared of orcs. But since the orcs ruler was dead, the tribes started fighting amongst themselves, and the soldiers from here and surrounding areas that merged onto this uh, town to try to hold it from the orcs went out, including yourselves, in different groups and bands, and cleared out all the orcs, running them back to the north.
Yeah, Alt doesn't seem to do anything to this Ghoulish.
You guys have now essentially been together during that time. Would I say 2 years or 3 years? Something like that.
I don't remember if we decided on a
Well,
time frame necessarily.
I thought this was just a year later.
That's right. This is a year later. Yeah, it's been a year later. You guys have fought together, and the last set of orcs to be fought or even seen, even remotely close to any of the human or elven regions, was over a month ago. And as you guys wake up and stretch and walk amongst this manor that you have called home, you realize you have woken up late after a late night patrol,
Oh,
as a sort of correlation party was supposed to
okay.
start this morning, and you were all invited.
Uh-huh. Oh,
Come on, let's better hurry. Don't want to be any later.
You guys do know it's in the town center. Just
that's
let
true.
you know.
Okay.
Is there anything you guys wish to do before leaving the manor? I'll take that as a no. You guys rush through town,
Okay.
beginning to start hearing. Wait, where'd it go? There it is. You begin to start hearing music playing. Arriving late, you already see groups of people and everything standing in front of the podium. Can everyone see the new map? You also see up on the podium several of the higher ranking knights standing in front of them. You see Quinn. In front of that you see Frogsy and Toby. But in the center you see Ashira.
Nope. I can't get this to work.
And beside her stands a warrior priest. Sort of duke from another land. And he is presenting her with a cloak with her sigil on it, as she has just been announced the Duchess of this town. Over the year, time has not been kind to her, She's still graceful and elegant compared to humans, but for an elf, the stress of the combat, being thrown into the commandership role, leading all these folks, hunting down all the orcs, all that, plus the political stuff that's been going on, has really worn her down. And now, even though she's not against being the Duchess, she didn't want to be, but she sees it as a must-needed thing for this town. The cloak is draped over her shoulders, and the priest gives her a slight bow. Frogsy and Toby do the same, followed by knights behind. All the people that are standing in front of you closer to the stage go on one knee, and before you guys can even react, she tells everyone to stand up. That's not the type of leader she is. The air wafts with the smell of food being cooked between fresh baked breads and pies, baked fruits, grilled vegetables, and roasted hog and chicken being rotated over a spit. The surrounding shops are just filled with food. And as she is addressing the people, you guys can barely hear her as she says, "We have won this war. All the battles since the attack on this city have favored us. And it is because of all of you that has happened. So, to celebrate and to thank you for all of your services, the town itself will pay the debt of the food being
Yeah,
served
apparently I
today,
can't get that to work.
along with that of the ale. Now, have fun and be merry. Enjoy yourself on this day, for the battles are over for now." And people start clapping and celebrating. All of them, the fighters and stuff that had their weapons out, and celebrating, lift them high
That's
in
fun.
the sky, yelling, sheath their weapons, and immediately start walking around as the servers have started coming out with trays upon trays of food. There's a donkey going around with several kegs strapped to him of ale, and a woman's walking around with it, passing out mugs. And some start dancing, others just sit back on the side, start drinking and eating. You also notice, for the first time in a long time, there's actually children present. As for when the city was under attack, all civilians have left. Now you're starting to see civilians coming out, being between shop owners, bakers, your average commoners are going around and celebrating, many of which are glad to finally be back home. There's still a lot of rebuilding to be done, but it's a start. Frogsy sees you guys over all the crowd, and he looks around us to make sure there ain't too many prying eyes, and just points towards you, and his big long finger goes like this, summoning you.
Towards all of us.
Yeah.
Kind of look around the group.
Oh, come on. Start headed that way.
And we'll follow.
As you guys make your way, through the crowd. I know your icons are large, but that's just because of this map. I don't know why. But yeah, you guys make your way through the crowd up to the platform where all the royals and stuff are standing. It's obvious that these higher ranked knights are now here to protect the Shira. Frogsy looks at you all with a little bit of distaste in his face. You're late, as he stands on his new prosthetic leg.
Well, wouldn't be the first time. Probably not the last.
Not a big fan of crowds, sorry.
Yes, I understand that, but you still should have been here. At least you got here and seen her get draped.
Have any little details I'd like to see added? No, I'm pretty good. You can add a
Unfortunately
top
for
hat.
you all, Ashira does wish to meet you guys. As soon as her businesses with the priest there are finished, she asked me to find you and bring you to her. So please.
It's an easy job for once.
He looks down at his leg. It's about all I'm good for anymore. But if you guys wish to eat and drink, feel free.
He was chatting working on
But
this window.
report back to the main manor. Not our little, not our little manor.
Oh yeah, no,
the
this
city's
window
main
is just
manor,
like fully
where
broken.
to find Ashira, myself, and Toby. In about 1 hour. Give you plenty of time to eat and drink.
Yeah, it has to be a YouTube thing.
You better this time.
I'll make sure of it.
I feel bad,
Frogsy looks over at
but I don't have a way to fix it easy. I
Serenity.
tried.
So, you care to dance?
Not right now. I'm gonna go over there really fast. I need to
Very
talk
well.
to someone.
He gets a slight disappointed look in his face before turning away from you guys, and he turns his head back. Better be on time. And he turns to walk towards Ashira.
I'm gonna go pretend to be talking to Valen for a second. Hey Valen, just smile and nod and talk and stuff. Pretend I'm saying something really interesting.
Sure.
Yeah, I'm sorry guys. I don't know what's up with chat.
As you guys look around, the people are just enjoying themselves. Music plays. It gets louder now that the new Duchess has finished her speech. The crowd is loud and drinking merrily. Seems like more and more food. You don't know how they could have produced this much food. Just keeps pouring out of these businesses. Ale donkeys come out of the woodwork as well.
YouTube is done.
What are you guys doing?
I'm gonna have to be right back because I gotta go start a. But
Huh.
Galen's just gonna drink or something.
Uh,
And we'll shyly follow Galen around, avoiding the majority of people he can.
okay. After talking with Valen, I'm gonna go to. Is there a band playing somewhere?
There's several bards. I got one of them marked. That was something too I was going to cover. So for each one of the people you see on the map,
Uh-huh.
there's about 10.
Okay.
So it's like a band there,
Okay.
right at the base of the stage.
Then I will see if I can join them and do a perform.
Okay,
If I can
go for
perform
it.
with them.
Are you just gonna like walk in playing the same tune they're playing, like trying to?
Yeah, like something harmonic and singing along with them.
Okay. Give me a
And
performance check.
go. 27.
You're actually performing better than they are, as this is a bunch of commoners with just random instruments they found.
That's fair. But I figured I'd be doing a lute. Just playing along with them. Having fun. Do, do.
Valen, what are you doing?
Of course I'm showing off. I'm a boy.
You got a drink and just sort of lightly mingling, paying attention to new faces.
So, for being here for over a year, there's several people here that you recognize that you've fought alongside in the different battles and skirmishes against the orcs. However, there's a lot more you don't recognize, but you can tell they're from different units or militia groups by their patches on their shoulder. You actually notice a lot of them taking that patch off and almost teary-eyed, folding it up, putting it in their pocket as they now know that their jobs have been fulfilled.
No, that's almost sweet. I'm gonna try to grab nearby people and get them to start dancing. While I'm
Oh
playing.
yeah, you got a bunch of people dancing. You got kids running between your legs and stuff as you're playing and dancing, and several kids have formed a ring around you, dancing as they spin.
Yay! This is fun. We should do this all the time.
You see this one heavier set kid just up there enjoying life. He's dancing, he's kicking, and he's got this massive turkey drumstick in his mouth, and as he's trying to hold on to the other kid's hands doing the ring around you, and he sort of trips and falls. One of the little girls there helps him up, and he's right back at it, dancing and stuff. He made sure not to drop that turkey drumstick, though. It didn't get dirty at all.
Is there fire behind him? Like a torch or anything? Or
No.
okay. Can I light a torch and throw it behind him?
Yeah.
Okay, I will do that and then use one of my new spells.
Go for it.
Okay. Where did I put it? Did it not save it? No, I don't think it saved it. Okay, well, basically it makes fireworks. Fireworks are smoke. I think it added the wrong one. But I will fix that really fast. And it should, like, do damage and stuff, but I would make
You're
sure...
just doing it for show?
Yes.
Okay. The kid who's standing there, who just got helped up, sees this and watches the fireworks go up and explode into the air, and and is in such awe his jaw drops, dropping the turkey stick to the ground. Or the drumstick to the ground. All the other kids clap and cheer and again.
Okay, let me figure out what I did there. I'm pretty sure I can do it a second time. Well, I guess I'll do that.
Okay. What spell is it, by the way?
That's what I'm looking up. Because I have to re-add it anyway. Pyrotechnic. It's a level 2 spell.
Oh yeah, so you can definitely do it again.
Yeah.
So did it not add any of your spells?
I think it just added the wrong one. For some reason it had Crown of Madness, which is not one I wanted.
Okay, so what you can do is on your character sheet, delete it off of there. You gotta click the little trash can at the bottom, and then or the lock symbol, and then click the trash can beside Crown of Madness to delete it. And then over where the notebook is or the chat, up top you'll see a little I for information. Click that and type pyrotechnics in there, and then just drag and drop that into your character sheet, and it'll automatically add it.
I think I fixed it by going into the character Mancer thing.
Okay.
Let me see if I did. If I did, then I don't need to. But,
But yeah, you can definitely do it again. While the kids cheer and laugh and really enjoying the fireworks show and the music. Galen's following around the ale mule, drinking mug after mug. He's probably had about 3 mugs by now.
There we go. That's what it looks like. That's why I had to make a torch.
Yeah. But yeah, Valen, as you're talking to people, give me perception check.
Yeah.
So you hear that the army that was once here is only about a fifth of its starting size after all the losses and battles and combat. And some people went back to their native lands. Others are preparing to do it after this event. So the numbers as a whole have been stretched pretty thin as of late. You also hear that Claire and Tifana have returned to their land or have started on their journey just a few days ago while you guys were out on patrol.
Anna's gonna look around the crowd for anybody suspicious.
Give me a perception check. That was a quick roll. Usually it takes a minute. You don't see anyone that like piques your interest. There's a few mercenaries here that are in hired hands that you wouldn't trust with your lunch money, but other than that, there's no real threat. But as the party continues, is there anything you guys wish to be doing other than eating and drinking?
Hmm. So in the last year, what have we been up to, like specifically?
So you guys have done probably 20 or 30 little skirmishes with orcs. Like you come across 2 or 3 orcs and take them out in quick battle. You guys have helped in retaking
That's fair.
2 of
But
the
at
major
least it was
cities
on
that
the
were taken
ground
before
behind
this.
him,
You guys
right?
have sent word back to your home village, essentially, or where this all took place from, of the outcome here. And you guys have been on countless patrols, making sure you
As he burns down his serenity loop.
don't see any more orcs.
Okay.
If there's nothing you guys wish to do during the party, other than play music and stuff like that, we can continue and go on to the next step and fast forward time a bit.
Works for me.
Yeah, I don't know if there's anything really in particular.
I'm good.
So the time passes. It's getting close to time for you guys to leave and meet up with Ashira. You guys make your way to the main keep. The guards, recognizing you, will let you in. One of which leads you to Ashira. Maybe I should turn down the music now. Lead you guys clear to Ashira. There stands
Please don't
Toby
burn
and
the city down.
Frogsy, along with Quinn.
Ooh,
Quinn
that
was
was really
just
blurry for a
discussing
second.
matters
That
with
was
her,
weird.
turns and sees you guys enter. Ashira says, "Very well, Quinn. Go about and take care of that matter.
Wrong button.
Guard, you are no longer needed. Stand outside and let them in, please." And the guard sort of nods and leaves and gestures you guys in there. Ashira sits in this makeshift throne.
I tried adding a new chat
Glad
box.
you all
I don't know
are
if it'll help or
well
not,
and
but I
made it
tried.
back from your recent scouting mission. I was a little saddened not to see you all in the front row as I was getting the title granted to me. But Frogsy here has informed me that you were dealing with a little bit of important matters. And Frogsy's got this, like, I lied for y'all look on his face as he's staring at you.
I will give him like a reassuring nod. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But I hate to inform you guys that I have a task for you.
Yep, no. Chat is broken.
I would give it to others, which I technically have a couple of times now, but they have failed. And there's no one else that I can trust other than these two beside me, but they shall not leave my side. So I'm entrusting the 4 of you on a mission.
What would that be?
I need you all to take payment to a nearby town to help them not just rebuild, but to pay them for sending us troops when they
Need
did,
to read some
and also sending us
animation documentation
supplies
stuff.
and such that we needed, even though at the time we could not afford it.
Seems reasonable.
I will not lie to you.
Okay.
It's gonna be a dangerous path, from what I can tell. The last two groups I sent out to do this same mission were lost and haven't been heard from, and it's been almost a month. First group thought maybe the orcs got. The second group, there's no reason they should have disappeared like that. Toby, she looks over her shoulder, and Toby nods, and his little body hops out from his chair, and he walks over to this table here, and he drags out this chest. I have asked to have a spell put on this chest so that way I can track its location. Not that I don't trust you all, but just in the case you guys disappear as well.
Opening in a different tab. I don't want to.
Unfortunately, now comes the bad news. The payment needs to be to that city in 2 days. And it's about a 2 days travel to get there. Or to get to the meetup location. You'll be meeting up with the Duke's men and guards, and they will take the payment off your hands. And also send word via bird to me and to the king that they have received it.
Well, I'm sorry about that, guys, but
Where are we headed?
I gotta pull it up.
how is everyone tonight?
Come on, Mappy, work right.
Also, I'll do it 3,000.
You're heading
I'm
into our
sorry.
deep forest.
You can make a fictional character or cartoon come to life. Who would you
Deep within
choose?
it, there's an inn for
Oh, that's a hard
passerbys.
one.
There you'll meet the men that are supposed to take
Who
this
would
off
I
your
choose of
hands.
all of
You will
fiction?
know them by a ring. The ring they wear has the owl sigil on it.
Do I know anything about an owl sigil?
You know what an owl looks like?
Yes, but I mean about people that wear an owl sigil.
No.
Darn. Okay.
You guys, well, I say no, but you don't, like, you've heard of,
who do I think would
different royal
enjoy being
families using
alive?
animals as royal seals, and different dukes and such doing the same, even lesser nobility. So you can only assume it's one of those. You do know that, or you are going to be informed that the group that you're meeting up with is of a lesser royal from
That's fair.
Dragonspear Castle.
Okay, would we know where that is?
Oh. You wouldn't know offhand, but you do have the map, the world map that you could look at and find it. You would know it is southeast of where you're currently at.
Hmm. Okay. Yeah,
Okay.
science fiction would definitely have way more options.
Now,
Oh,
for
what's the
this
guy that
job,
they
if you
the
accept
spin-off
it,
series from Doctor Who? Oh
I
God,
will
what was that
give
called?
you half of the
Because it
payment
had
now and half when you
Captain Jack
return.
Harkness. Captain Jack Harkness.
That is 5,000 silver pieces now and
What?
5,000 when you return.
What was that series called? I
I
used
will
to love
also be
it,
providing you with horses and a wagon
but
for
I
your
think he would
travel.
enjoy being alive. Torchwood, yes,
Very well.
Along with
yes.
food provisions, water, and a small keg of ale.
Probably should have asked this between sessions, but it's occurring to me now. Have we made any money over this year?
Yeah, I'm gonna go over that towards you in a bit.
Okay.
Did Galen spend it all on booze?
No.
All of our shares just gone. But that's a really nice mug you have there, Galen.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Diamond encrusted, huh?
Hell no. He still got the same one from his house that he left with.
That's fair.
Any paperwork I need to look over?
Nope.
Do you by chance know what we might come up against on the travels there? Said it's dangerous. How are we talking?
Is there any news that you may have heard about the other two parties that were sent?
Give me a persuasion check to see how much information you can get out of her. Even though you're trusting and she's known you a while, this is just to see how much information she can give you.
Who do you want giving this check?
One of you, but only one. So it's up to you all. Who do you think is the most persuasive?
It's definitely Galen.
It's definitely Galen.
Yeah, it's Lee
Uh,
Galen.
Okay, cool.
But what about me?
It's a running joke because Galen hasn't been able to persuade anyone. Anytime he's tried to persuade shopkeepers or anything like that, I think every time but once it's been a nat 1. And that time it was like a nat 20 or a 19.
There they go.
Picture sheet like refuses to load. Oh, there we go.
Oh.
I don't know why it rolls second time, but you're going with the first one.
Yeah, so what happened was I clicked it and it didn't roll, it just didn't do anything. So I clicked it again and then it rolled the first one and then rolled the second one.
Yeah, probably
Weird.
delay.
I wish I could roll.
So I want Serenity to give a persuasion check now.
Okay.
Okay.
It literally can't be that. It is a 20.
Okay.
Because I can't roll
So
below a 10.
yeah. Galen,
I hate hearing my
You,
voice. But yeah, I can't roll below a 10.
find out that the convoy was allegedly attacked by undead creatures. There were two survivors that weren't part of the group, but were like passerbys that just happened to stumble across the group as they were being attacked. And they claimed that the group was attacked, including them, by undead. But the undead were
You're good?
acting strangely organized by the
I'm
reports
chaotic
that
neutral.
Shira's got,
Actually, in this, I'm good.
as if they were following
Chaotic good, I
orders.
think.
I hate this magic stuff.
But thank you for the head pats, by the way.
Necromancy's nothing
You
to
were
scoff at.
paused.
Never
Oh,
goes
no.
well.
Head pat did go off, right? I thought I heard it. It did. Okay. Oh. I'm sorry.
And Digit, you find out, of course, the same information, but you also find out that there's something odd about that. Not just the fact that they're being ordered or like under control, but it's odd the way she's describing it to you and to Galen. But you pick up on a couple of minor things. The fact that the two survivors were not part of this guard unit, but were actually commoners that were walking by.
That is odd.
And the fact that
I am the best girl.
the undead seem to only be attacking the convoys of they're bringing the money, not others in the area.
Suspicious. I wonder if that's something I would bring up. Like, so they're only targeting money transfers?
When you ask that, Shira sort of nods, but she also states, "We're not 100% sure, but that is what it seems."
Well, we'll be sure to do it. We'll get it done.
Now, like I said, it needs to be there in 2 days. With you all setting off this evening and being there no later than noon on the second day.
Okay, noon of the second day.
So you'll have all evening to travel if you wish, all tomorrow to travel if you wish. Then that night you can rest if you want or travel, and then the next day travel until noon.
And how far did the other convoys make it before they were lost?
All we know for sure is they made it into the woods.
And how large is this forest?
Fairly large, several hundred acres.
Dense.
Very dense.
Very dense.
Toby smoking his long pipe, and you can see Ashira's sort of irked that he's smoking it in here, but she doesn't stop him. He walks over to the table that he pulled the chest from, and he pulls out this little rack of vials. It's about the same size as a pack of cigarettes if you turn it sideways, and it's got 4 vials in it. Here, I have got a hold of the priests in town and got you a few vials of holy water just to possibly aid you. There's 4 vials in it.
Okay. One for everybody.
How much did that it cost you? See.
It cost a pretty penny, but it is paid for out of the funds of the town.
Okay, so we have
Well,
a holy water.
Yep, there's 4 total, so each one of you can carry one if you wish.
Yeah, and we'll,
How big are these vials? How many doses?
Yes, I would
Just
go
one.
this.
Just one.
Yep.
One glass.
Water.
And you can find holy water in the information tab and drag and drop it to your sheet.
Well,
2d6 radiant to a fiend or
For worst case scenarios. And here as well. And Toby brings out from under his cloak and robe, he pulls out 3 a little bit larger vials of healing potions. Take these along with your journey as well.
I have no idea what this info page is.
And Frogsy brings over this large book. And he opens it up, and you can tell right away what it is. It's the pay book. This is for your mission last night for the scouting, and your month's pay. Each one of you will gain 1,000 silver pieces each. Just sign here.
That's many.
and skims it over before determining it's the same text it's been every month for the last year. And then
It is.
You know, and I doubt they're gonna change it.
You can never just sign it. Always gotta read it, Galen. It's how people lose their businesses.
Oh, I found it.
After each of you sign it, he flips the page and you see a new contract there for delivering the goods. And it's for this contract here saying you're getting 50% now and 50% when you return. And as a group, you'll be getting 5,000 silver now. So decide how you wish to split it amongst yourselves.
Okay, well that's 1,000 each.
Can I convert this to gold?
Yes.
It's an easy 1.25. Unless anybody has an objection to it split.
Well, I mean, Serenity's been with us shorter.
Yeah. Excuse me, this is session 50, and
That's fair.
As you guys get your pay and sign for the next mission, Toby drags the chest closer to you all. Now, guard this with your life. It is heavy, and it does need to get to where it's going. You can choose to leave
I think that's how the
now,
conversion goes.
but I would highly recommend you get your fill and meet at your manor after you may celebrate a bit in town. Shop for supplies or
Okay,
whatnot.
enjoy your
Carriage
game,
will be
Buddhist.
waiting for you by the time you get
Oh,
there.
hi, Pop. Good chilling out reading book. I'm sorry, like my chat above my head isn't working, and that's what I usually read. So I'm having to get used to reading the chat on the side.
Let's hurry up.
But happy birthday! I hope
Now,
things are
if you
going
wish to go
well. You're still
shopping,
looking forward
I will
to
have the
Playtime?
guards take this chest and affix it to the carriage and guard it until you guys get there.
Probably a good idea.
I think I have a few things to go.
But Pop, if you do exclamation point 3000,
Toby takes a deep breath.
it'll put a question.
Guards! Get in here! And 3 guards come rushing in. Take this chest, affix it to the carriage that we have
You just smoked a
requested
cigar.
for this
Would
mission,
you? And for what
and guard
occasions?
it until these
I
fellas
tried
return.
one
Get it?
once and it nearly killed me, and I was
Quinn,
like 13.
Take the carriage and these guards
Um,
to their manor.
But I
and
wouldn't
wait them.
again at
Quinn
this
just
point.
nods. You heard him. Let's go. And they grab the chest. Even these massive guards trying to pick this chest up, strain picking it up. So you know Toby was having difficulty dragging it. It's heavy, filled with gold and whatnot.
1, 2, 3, not it for picking up the chest.
Oh no, the guards are picking it up, so you don't have to.
Okay. Well, I mean, in case one of the others was going to volunteer us to help. Not it.
We're not paid to carry the chest.
No, just guard it.
Well, that is all I have for you. Ashira looks to you all. I wish to thank you for your year of service thus far, and good luck on this mission.
We don't need luck. And then I will.
Well, we'll take it anyways.
I can't walk out.
I will move you out.
I was trying to walk
Get
out.
here.
I was trying to walk out all cool like after saying that, and then I got stopped by an invisible barrier.
You did walk out. There was a door there, but you walked out.
I walked through the door. I'm super cool. Sadly, I don't have like a phrase walk. Would be neat though.
So,
That's fair, Pop. I already have enough difficulties breathing. I don't need to like potentially add emphysema or lung cancer to it.
you guys add an additional 12 gold, or I'm sorry, 10 gold to your character sheets for the past year of service.
Yeah, I think I was wrong there.
Only 10?
Yep. There's been a lot of downtime. No, not really. This is after, like, you've spent money on stuff and everything.
That's true. I mean,
Because-
puppy. Oh, go ahead.
Because I am going to also have you guys go through
Many,
and
many
find
things.
one magical
Being the
item
best VTuber.
to add to your inventory.
And by best, I mean
However,
actually
I have to
awful.
look up the list real quick,
Garbage trash.
because it's going to be of a certain quality or lower.
But I feel like I have a very unique personality.
Digit, do you have identify?
No, I could have, but I got fireworks.
Would it be fair to say that over the last year I was able to get those potions that I wasn't sure what they did identified? The remove poison potion.
Yeah.
I am also trans, but
So
I
you're
don't think
allowed
that's the most interesting thing about me, or I hope it's not.
rare or lower magic item.
Oh boy.
Rare.
Do you have a recommended website or something to look this up?
5e tools
Okay.
or
D&D Beyond.
D&D Beyond. And I'm just dragging you guys to this map so that way you can go about your shopping and stuff if you wish. Is there anything in particular you guys are looking for?
Valen would be looking for thieves' tools.
Is this where my magic flute would come in?
You haven't gotten your magic flute yet.
Okay. Never mind.
So, because I know Digit wasn't here for it, so the last time you guys did shopping. When we do a shopping episode in the Discord, in the HWH text chat, and pinned messages, there is a shopping list that tells you what all things go for, yada yada yada. I'm opening it up real quick. So in this town, it's gonna be considered a urban locale
Mm-hmm.
due to the war and stuff, and most of their a lot of their supplies have been sold or used for the war. And everything will be normal cost to buy and cheap cost to sell. And they will only buy things that are on that list under the urban or under the urban locale.
Okay. So under the pinned.
Yep, in the pin chat, it should be like a PDF. Do you see it, or you need me to post it?
The commoner V1 PDF.
No. In the channel that's two below that in HWH text.
Oh, okay. Oh, I see. Aha, I have it.
It is several pages, and there is a lot of stuff there. And it is also organized by the type of shop.
Okay, I just want to check. How much silver did we get today? It was like 2,000.
Well, you got 2,200 and 500, 2,250
Okay,
silver each.
Yes.
that's what I thought. I wanted to make sure I did my math right.
Good, because I never do.
Okay. And it's
Now,
100 silver per gold, or is it?
yes.
Okay.
And in my campaigns, I allow you to flip-flop and make change and all that on your own. You ain't gotta tell me what you're doing with it.
It's 10 silver to gold?
No. It's 100 silver to gold. Remember we changed that after that first town because of issues, people getting confused.
Okay, so it's 100 silver for 1 gold.
Yes. Let me double check because I thought we switched it because we did have it 10-1.
Yeah, I
Oh,
think
like
that's standard.
Yeah, it's whatever standard is because we had it one way and people were getting confused, so we turned it to standard.
I'm pretty sure it's 10 copper to 1 silver, 10 silver to 1 gold, 10 gold to 1 platinum.
Yeah, that's brain not work. I got up too early this morning, I'm telling you.
Yeah, me too. Okay.
Yeah, 10 to
So,
1.
hi,
Like I
Australia.
said, my brain not working right now.
So much is open
As many
right
times as
now.
I've changed it in this campaign at the beginning.
My brain is melting under all of these things.
So yeah, you got a lot of monies.
But did we?
Oh boy, a rare magic item is a big decision.
It is. I'm attempting to figure out what that would be. Uh,
So warning to all the viewers in both chats. Today's session is probably going to be a little bit slower than your norm between shopping and picking out magic item.
that's true. Okay.
But the whole reason I didn't tell you guys to pick out a magic item between sessions is because I was trying to decide which mission to send you guys on because of the level up and all that. And I was like, one, being it was this one, I wanted to make sure you guys knew you would be facing undead so that way you could plan accordingly if wanted.
Oh, Froggy said he gave us healing potions. How many did he give us?
3.
3.
Okay. I don't need a healing potion.
You say that now.
Yeah.
I would like the bag of beans.
That's an amazing magic item.
It really is.
Overpowered beyond belief. And I just gave another player of mine in another campaign a barrel of beans that's like 10 times stronger than that.
Oh jeez.
But knowing him, he'll make it into a soup.
Okay, so everything we're buying tonight, we would have bought tonight in game. We wouldn't have had it before.
Yes, except for the magic item.
Okay.
Okay, I'm just gonna go real simple and just go +2.
Yeah, you ain't gotta tell me what you choose for the magic item, unless you got questions about it or you think that it wouldn't fit your character somehow or wouldn't fit the story or you have questions about how you'd attain it, something like that.
The only question I have right now is in regards to armor. because I still have just leather. I imagine sometime in the last year would upped that a little bit.
Nope, it'd still be leather. It's just been repaired and replaced.
Okay, would we?
Yeah.
Oh.
You gotta remember, there's been constant battles and stuff, so stuff like that, between it being pulled off of dead soldiers and everything, there really ain't been that many crafters moving in. It's after all these battle stuff. That's why I said during the party and such that just now merchants are starting to come back. Just now commoners are coming back to this town.
But like, I couldn't have gotten studded leather or something. I'm not meaning like not like plate armor, but
Upgrade it to studded armor just fine, without cost or anything. Just say you pulled it off of one of the other dead soldiers or something. I don't care. Because, I mean, you guys really never left this town to go to a populated town, if you know what I'm saying. You've gone to the towns that were overrun with orcs to try to push them out of there. That's the only places you guys have been, and here. It's been constant battle after battle after
Attempting
battle.
to figure out what magic item I want. Where's it done with that? Because I had to deal with the transformer. But oh, I'm sorry, Sorelia. I hope it wasn't too bad.
I will say that the studded leather you get, though, if you choose to go that route, will be all mismatched. Because it wasn't coming as like a set from a particular person. Like you took an undamaged piece from this guy or an undamaged piece from this guy. Or some soldier out there was collecting the bits and pieces and then turning around and selling it to others. Which is something that still happens today, to these days.
There's a dagger of guitar solos from Waterdeep. It plays a fragment of a guitar solo when struck or used to strike a foe.
That's great.
Oh, did any of you guys see the what I put in general chat earlier this morning about the new druid spell?
Oh no.
Yeah.
So they're adding a new druid spell called Stun Seed. It stuns the target for one turn when read backwards. If you get it, you get it.
Wow.
I put that in a D&D stream earlier when the DM was reading and he read it aloud. He goes, "Oh really? That sounds like a really cool spell." And everyone in chat got the joke, but he didn't. And they're like, "Well, read it backwards, read it backwards." Yeah, like I said, if you guys want to look over that list, if you got any questions about purchasing something, feel free to ask. You should have quite a bit of money to go through and get what you need.
There's so much. There's so much.
I know.
Well, you're leaving with food, with rations, water, and ale, enough for the trip. Already covered by the town. Horses and a wagon. There's actually gonna be 2 horses and the wagon, with supplies in the back, but plenty of room for you guys to ride it as well. When you guys will have to drive it. There's also going to be like sleeping bags and stuff in there if you need it.
Yeah. Who's gonna be driving the cart? Do we have somebody coming with us, or are we gonna be driving it?
You guys.
Okay. I know Valen is proficient in manned vehicles. Anybody else?
I think I want to bring a free action because that will let me just ignore difficult terrain and I can't be slowed by magic.
Oh, and by the way, the party is still going on in the center of town, which is actually in the market area. So there's still music and stuff being played, people celebrating and everything as you're walking through the crowds.
Okay. Well, I don't think my armor changes unless I can afford up like +1. How much does that cost?
Would I be able to get like 2 +1 weapons, like 2 +1 daggers, or just
Just 1.
one?
I think you can get a +2. I think +2 is rare.
That's true.
Yeah.
Just wondering if I could get 2 if I did a +1, just so there'd be magic.
Nope. Well, technically, your other dagger that you had crafted has magical attributes.
Okay, I was just wondering.
Even though it isn't a +1 in any way,
Mhm.
it technically would still be magic damage.
Does 5th edition have the thing where like magic weapons like a dagger would auto return to the user?
No, not unless it specifically states that.
Oh, okay.
I think there's a specific item that does that.
There's a couple specific items, and then there's also specific feat, I believe, that has it do that. But only if you've
I like how Kynes always turns the
I
music
forget which
on
feat it is,
after
but yeah.
I turn the music on. I'm really sorry the chat isn't working. I have
But
no
you can
idea
only have
why.
it on one item at a time.
Okay, I think I have chosen my magic item. Now to figure out how to add it in here.
So you can look it up under the information tab above chat there, and just type in the name of it. And if it's part of my catalog of items, you can just drag and drop it onto your character sheet.
Okay. I guess that means I probably have to pop my character sheet back into... I don't... Yeah. Wait, maybe let me drag it into another window? No. It will not. It's weird. Like inside of Roll20, my character sheet like won't ever load. I have to pop it out.
Weird.
Wonder if I need to like refresh Roll20.
You might. If you can't add it like that, just let me know. I'll add it for you.
Let me try refreshing. See if that makes it happier. Oh, that made it happy. Okay. This is what I want to bring. Double check. Yes.
Now I probably have to reload to get your camera back.
Oh, did my camera break?
On my end, I don't know about anyone else's.
It
I don't
broke
have
on
it
my
anymore.
end too.
I'm sorry.
All good. It happens. It's Roll20.
It never works properly.
Nope.
Nope.
Okay, is there a place to like equip?
If you go to the gear on the right and go to audio video, you can try to reconnect from there.
Well, I reconnected and she showed back up, so.
Oh. I'll reconnect too.
Yeah, here lately, if one person reconnects,
There we go,
everyone needs to.
Sorry, I didn't mean to make everyone.
It's fine. It's fine.
We'll
We're
only
used
hold it
to it.
against you forever.
Yeah.
No.
As many times as we've had to reconnect in past sessions because one person would be out, and then we'd refresh and get someone else's working, but that person would be another person would be out. It was like, oh.
Yeah.
At least they fixed it now to where once one person refreshes, if everyone refreshes, it works fine.
How do I equip things in the character sheet?
What do you mean equip? Like armor?
Yeah.
So, you open your character sheet and scroll down to your inventory items.
Mm-hmm.
If you would click the check mark beside it, and that would equip it.
Okay.
If you are equipping, say, one armor and you already had one on, you have to make sure you unequip it. Otherwise, your AC box will actually tell you something is wrong with the math, essentially.
Random question. Would we be able to buy like a bag of holding from anyone?
I think technically we decided that we have one. That was Lana's.
Yeah, you guys were able to keep that one.
Oh, okay.
So we have one.
Yes,
Yes.
the group has one. If you want individually, let me make sure because I think it's a rare item.
Uncommon.
Yes.
Yeah, it's uncommon.
Okay, so yeah, you could.
Which did we ever open the chest from the wizard? I don't remember.
I just need to find out how much a bag of holding costs.
Well, if you're adding it as your magic item, nothing. Because like I said, the magic items don't cost you guys anything. That's what you've already spent past money on. That's why you only got so much this time.
That's fair. Well, I don't want to use my magic item for that, but it's good to know we have one.
I'm looking to see the cost.
I imagine N would have been able to purchase a set or a pair of war picks. They're just like 5 gold. Let me double check.
Or isn't there like a handy haversack that's like a... Oh, that's a better version of the bag of holding. Never mind. I thought it was worse.
Ooh, I forgot how much bags of holding cost.
Yeah.
So 2,500 gold pieces.
Okay, that makes sense. Yeah. So I won't be getting that right now, but it's something to know I should save up for.
Let me
would
double
I-
check.
I meant to write offhand. I wrote oof hand.
What does a
Yep.
handy haversack cost?
Would I be able to use 2 quivers at?
2 quivers at a time?
Yeah.
No. Well,
No, but
yes
so-
and no. Yes, if you are using it to separate ammo types, say for like arrows and bolts, or arrows and ball bearings, something like that. Yes.
I just want to have 40 arrows.
No. There is a magic item that holds more arrows, though.
The thing I found says that the bag of holding is an uncommon item, therefore in the 101 to 500 gold GP price range. Because there's a better version, which is the handy haversack, which is a rare.
The efficient quiver. The shortest compartment can hold up to 60 arrows, bolts, or similar objects.
Yeah, I have a game where a player has that quiver.
It's pretty sweet. Hold 18 javelins, 60 arrows, and 6 weapons. Like bows, quarterstaffs, etc.
So Digit, you are correct in that cost. Sorry, for some reason, when I was pulling up my files on cost of that sort of thing, I pulled up past edition.
Yeah, I think that's what it was in 3.5, but there wasn't a handy haversack then.
Yeah.
Could I buy one for 225 gold?
Sure.
Yay! I have a bag of holding.
To hold no items that you currently own.
I mean, I actually have a fair amount of items from when I built the character.
I'm hoping my Wednesday night group get together and buy poor Arwen a bag of holding or something that reduces weight of items. He literally has like a 7 in strength or something like that, maybe even less. So like he can't even carry his own items. He has to keep them on his mount. He carries a bow and arrows. That's it.
Don't put a bag of holding in a bag of holding. Creates a huge implosion. Correct.
I did that to one of my players. It wasn't a bag of holding and a bag of holding. I gave them a what do you call it, a pocket black hole, and just described it as black silk, and one of them threw it in their bag of holding.
Tragic.
That's almost
Funny.
as evil as when I did Vorpal pasta as a trap.
Vorpal pasta?
Yeah, it was a trap, and if they rolled it at 1, it beheaded them.
Beheaded by pasta. That's rough.
It was in a very dangerous dungeon, and there was a like dining room with food on it, and I was like, somebody's gonna try to eat the food. So I'm gonna put a couple of traps here. What's the funniest one I can come up with? And Vorpal pasta was one of them. And then the Minotaur lost his head.
Fitting.
So, if you're in the middle of a dungeon, don't eat the random food. Especially when, like, everything else was trapped.
I would put a trap in this game against you all that I've used before with great success and humor. But Gravity has already seen it in work.
Hey, I won't metagame.
I know you won't. But I have a feeling it won't take you as long to complete it then. Even without metagaming.
Really. I'll sit in the back and they can do everything.
I imagine I would have run out of these crappy arrows by now.
Yes. And your bow is still shit talking you.
A very cool bow, though.
It's like, what, 1 gold for 20 arrows?
I believe so, yes.
Should probably
It's
buy
not
a
much.
quiver too.
I will say, why don't we take a quick break while you guys are looking over everything? That way chat can get up and go get drinks and stuff, and we can continue in about 10 minutes maybe. That should give you guys time to shop and find your magic item and all that.
Sounds good.
Truth. Here we have the truth. Well, luckily, I pretty much exhausted all my money. I bought a few random things, but nothing too expensive. Here's a random question. Why are spyglasses so expensive?
I think glass in general is expensive.
Yeah, because glass is expensive.
I mean,
And I can't answer honestly because for some reason 5th edition skyrocketed a spyglass. I agree with you, it shouldn't be that much, but it is.
because it's like a lantern is 10 gold. A spyglass is 1,000.
Yep, I agree.
Like, that almost feels like a typo.
The price, you'd think, but it's been around like that for a while.
Like, yeah, you can get, like, magic item glasses cheaper.
Finally actually own calligrapher's tools or supplies.
Nice.
Had proficiency the entire game, but never actually had them.
Yeah, me with thieves' tools.
I'm a disguise kit. I also have a magic spell of disguise, so I don't really need a disguise kit, but I can do it.
It's just if you need your spell slots, I guess.
That's true. Rollers. Concertina. This sounds neat. Oh, that is cool.
Whoa, +2 to saving throws, pretty strong.
Yeah.
It is.
And Otto's irresistible dance.
Mhm.
That's fun.
It's a pretty good spell.
The one I decided on was actually the. Let me pull up the Ring of Free Action.
I looked at that one. That one's pretty good.
I was like, I don't want to
Considered it.
be slowed ever. The end.
Ugh. It was a tough call, but I went with the Belt of Dwarvenkind.
Ooh, that's also a good one. But yeah, I definitely probably want to remember this Revelers Concertina. Because that looks really good. Because then I could viciously mock people with a higher DC. For the fake mustache. You guys could just mostly for the fake mustache. Yeah, I mean that's all I need to accurately disguise myself. You just put on a fake mustache. And then I just roll a ridiculous deception check. Like, yes, I am Otto von Buren of the Von Burens. Bye. That wasn't right. Oh, that get unchecked. I should be trained. That should be too higher. I should roll a 20. And then the other one would have been a 17. The lowest I could roll is a 17. Because my thing on deception and persuasion checks is I can't roll below a 10. Anything that's below a 10 gets counted as a 10.
Why does it think your proficiency bonus is a 1?
I don't know.
Is that, are you proficient in deception, or is that like your jack of all
Well,
trades
I
thing?
I think that was Jack of all trades. But I just remarked it because I was supposed to be proficient in deception. I think I unchecked it at some point.
That would explain it.
Hey, Tyne, are the magic tattoos a thing in this
No.
timeline? Okay.
So this would be more accurate. So it would be a 17 again.
Oh, come on.
I'm a very bardy bard. I did finally pick up comprehend languages as well.
I will say that I know we talked after the last session about year passing between each session, but I'm gonna wait till after this arc to implement that because this is gonna be a couple sessions long. I can tell already.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Oh, it's fine. I'm fine with that.
Give us some time to get
Do you want a
used to it.
magic tattoo?
Yeah.
What would your magic tattoo do? What about from whispers? Is there anything you feel I should get from like common items for no reason? Like oil?
It's also the first time that I'm running a campaign like this where time passes between each session. It's gonna be less mundane stuff and more story-driven sessions.
I was telling my chat that like, I put the big lore dump in the text box of like what the party learns about me. And then nobody else put one.
Yeah, I thought about it. I never got around to writing anything though.
I was like, I guess Serenity didn't learn anything about anyone else. I was
Oh, I'm
distracted.
sure someone will.
I don't know. Roll me a general charisma check to see if I told you anything.
General charisma?
Yeah, just a charisma check.
Nat 1? Yeah, I don't know if N told you anything.
That's fair.
N's a pretty secretive individual.
The question is, can I intimidate it out of him?
Tyne, would you know how many days until the next full moon?
I'm gonna say 21.
Okay.
Actually, no, I'm gonna say 3 because it's been a year and it was 3 last time we left off.
That's
All
fair.
right.
I'm sure this has nothing to do with your character, because I haven't learned anything about them. You just go
Not at
wolfy
all.
sometimes.
Nothing at all. I don't know what you're talking about, actually. These claims are unfounded.
Yeah, I forgot to do my luck roll. Let's do luck roll. I'm pretty lucky. Like average luck.
I like
That's
to do
fair.
my luck rolls IRL.
I would.
I use my liquid core die.
I'm so jealous. I want liquid core dye. I want pink liquid core dye.
It's really cool. I just got it for free because I bought like a bunch of other sets of dice. 17, by the way.
Ooh, you're pretty lucky tonight. I have a big bag of dice that has like an Eldritch Horror on it.
I'm not lucky ever.
And it came with... Tides is very, very unlucky.
Story of my life.
If you guys scroll back in the chat, you can see the like insane number of attacks that I had to roll before I could get a crit to test out the. I got a feat that it increases crit damage, so I was trying to roll a crit, and I just rolled like so many attacks trying to get a crit.
I was wondering what the
Okay,
hell you
let's
were
see.
doing earlier doing that.
What
I'm
sort of
like, what
pink
the hell is he
accessory can
going
I
on
get?
about?
Yeah, I just needed to test the auto roll for the damage. And I'm glad I did because it was completely wrong with the first attempt.
Let's see.
Oh,
Yeah, you only rolled a 4.
Okay, I think it's gonna be where the
no. That's
clothes
an
are.
11.
No.
Oh, I can get...
How is it a 14?
Why is it minus 3?
That's from a sharpshooter was
Oh, gotcha.
ticked.
That's what was confusing the shit out of me then.
I'll get exquisite earrings.
Don't mind me, I'm always
exquisite
confused, though.
pink earrings.
1d20 CS greater than 20?
That's a great
What?
question.
That's what it says.
I have no idea what that is.
CS greater than 20.
It's because other items are added to that 20 on a roll. Besides those things. Because of the weapon. Because it's a +2.
Oh.
It's just the way that the script prints it.
It's so weird.
Okay. Yeah.
Anywho's, did you guys get done with your shopping and everything?
Yeah, I believe so.
Anyone still shopping? That's the next question.
Well,
I'll
I'll
take
keep looking
mine.
at the list as long as everybody else is, but feel free to move on.
I'm done. I have a new bag of holding and some pretty new pink earrings. And a new ring. That is probably also pink.
So you guys arrive back at the mansion. The cart is there with the guards standing over the chests. Quinn's standing there watching over them. The horses are eating and drinking. By this time, it's probably 4 in the afternoon. Darkness begins to set in around 6:30. You guys have under 2 days now to get there.
You should probably head out, because I think if Ashira comes back here and we haven't left yet, she's going to be very mad.
No time to waste.
As you guys begin to load up in the cart and stuff, and the guards standing by watching get loaded, Quinn says, if you move in a hurried pace, you can at least make it to the woods by mid-morning. That's if you're going non-stop.
That should be good, unless we think the horses can't handle it.
So you all get loaded up, get your bags that you currently carry with your stuff in it uploaded. The cart itself is already loaded. You see a couple of crates in it. You see there's a barrel of water and a barrel of ale, or a miniature keg of ale. There's one crate is full of food. The other is mainly a crate of like sleeping bags or blankets with some
Yeah, unless she's sending DMs. Sorry, Ghoulish. I
cooking
meant to.
utensils and such in it that you need to make camp for a night. There's also a sack of grain for the horses in the cart. You guys get loaded up and start heading through the town towards the south gate. The music gets quieter and quieter as you head out of the town. The guards at the gate see you coming. As Quinn is in front of you guys on his horse. Open the gate! You hear the clanking of the steel cogs as the gate gets raised. The guards stand there giving you a military style salute as Quinn turns his horse sideways just inside the gate, nods to you. Good luck and fair travels.
Poor artist.
You guys exit the town, following the road to the south. Very soon after you leave, you come across... Gotta bring up the map.
Put on the background
You come
music.
across,
Journey to the Fireland.
The bridge by Waterdeep. Traveling along the road, you cross the bridge. It's extremely high up. Looking down, you see some fishing boats, a couple of dolphins you can barely make out jumping, breaking the surface. You see a bunch of the seabirds flying around, some of which are diving the water, getting bait fish.
Aww.
You see several seagulls even high above you as well. Just traveling along. This is a very, very steep cliff face drop off that you're heading towards that goes down to the ocean. Careful
My
staying
new
on the
earrings
road
enchanted.
as you exit the bridge.
I'm dealing with
Traveling
your own
around
magic in some way.
the
I wish I could.
grasslands. Heading to our deep forest, you can see this massive forest in front of you. The trees are tall, very thick canopies.
Maybe after my next level
It's
up, I'll be able
several
to
hours away
make
yet,
magic
but you can
items.
make it out, as the land is so flat here. travel deep into the night and the beginning of the morning as the sun is rising up out of the east. The forest itself casts shadow upon you. You, now so close to the forest, maybe an hour away at that. But like I said, this forest is huge and massive. The trees are just as tall. As you approach, getting closer and closer, you can see that the base of these trees, some of which on a larger scale are as big around as houses. Others are just a couple of feet in diameter. There's plenty of oaks and pines and maples and cedars and everything you can imagine in this forest. It's extremely thick. The underbrush, as you get closer, is thick as well, but you find several game trail paths along with what appears to be a simple wagon trail that is cut through an overgrown road, as you may, that cuts from the road you're currently on to, you can only assume to be whatever road or anything that's on the other side of this forest. It's more like a shortcut. You also were told about the inn deep within the forest that you'll be meeting up on. As it approaches 10 a.m., you reach the outskirts of the forest, right along the trail that the cart trail I had just described. You look in. Within the forest is the canopy of the forest is so thick, it's as dark as night inside. You wish to continue?
This is
Are
the
you
way
ready?
forward, right?
Yep.
Watch the trees. Don't know what to expect.
That's fair.
Galen will draw his sword, and now after spending time getting more and more comfortable with his magic, will just kind of like shake his sword, and the light will turn on. It's like when you can shake your phone and the flashlight turns on.
Getting pretty good at that.
It's still a little weird, but now he's got a flashlight.
No.
Is it one of those shake lights that you have to freaking charge up by shaking?
It's a crank powered.
Sitting there cranking his sword.
No, I'm talking about one of the shake ones. Because I could just see Galen just shaking the piss like, work, damn you, work! And then all of a sudden it just comes on.
That's probably pretty par for the course.
Oh, I miss you striking it like a match. Probably wasn't good for the sword, though.
Probably not, no.
As you head deeper and deeper into the forest, like I said, it is dark as night in here.
Can I try to keep an extra wide eye out or try to notice anything unusual in the forest with like, nature?
Yeah. Yeah, you can. I don't know what's going on.
Nope, I don't see anything.
If
You
I
see
might also,
trees.
Trees. These are not my trees.
Yeah, you can go ahead and roll nature. Serenity, you actually see a butterfly. That's one of the most beautiful butterflies you've ever seen, and your focus just sticks to that as it flies through the forest.
I guess there's a butterfly out at night. That's weird, but it's really pretty. Yeah.
wait, what was Serenity looking for again?
I was just trying to
Just
look
to-
out for oddities in the forest, and then I found a butterfly.
Oh, okay.
I'm distracted.
I think Galen would just try to just keep an eye out for anything trying to this sort of thing. Not necessarily for odd trees.
Okay, so you can give me a perception check.
Pretty. I love pretty things.
Everything seems like a normal forest. You've been traveling enough to know that, like, you've been in deep forests out hunting, even with your kids and stuff, to know that sometimes it can be so thick it's almost like night. And that's what this is. To better describe it, it's as dark as night, but you can make out colors, if that makes sense. Unlike it being
It does make
grayscale
sense.
like it is usually at night or dusk.
No sense.
You guys stay on the path, traveling. You had to slow the pace quite a bit coming into the forest due to the fact it's a lot rougher path. You're not following a main road anymore. The horses themselves are starting to wear out because of the traveling at a higher pace for the entire night and afternoon. Now it is about mid-morning, like I said, when you approach. So about noonish, they are really starting to look worn and tired. You guys yourselves are starting to feel the effect of not sleeping the night before. But you can continue to push forth. Otherwise, you guys see nothing out of the ordinary. It looks like a normal forest. You see game animals all around. Between deer and badgers and coons and possums and everything, you see them just scurrying about. You see squirrels everywhere making a ton of racket, chasing each other up and down the trees. You hear a woodpecker off in the distance going nuts.
Okay, at the rate we're going, do I think that if we stopped here and rested, we would still be able to make it after extended rest?
I don't want you to roll, but give me an insight check.
Not one of my better skills. 8.
You are unsure whether or not you can make it or not.
Okay. I guess we better keep going then, because I don't know if we could actually stop and rest. Chug some extra water. Hydrate. Okay,
The rest of you continue traveling, or you wish to try to see to think if you can make it or not?
No time to lose, right?
Well, you don't know.
Does it seem like the horses are on verge of collapse?
Not yet.
How much longer do we think they can go?
They can go for a few more hours. You could probably push them to nightfall, but that'd be like the extreme before they're about to collapse.
Just, do we want to rest in the forest or out here?
Well, you've already started entering the forest. Like, you've entered it for a couple hours now.
Oh.
We'll go back to the entrance.
Yeah.
And then we use the couple hours we have now. Probably just push them a few more hours and then find somewhere to... Maybe in those few hours be looking for a decent spot to rest.
Yeah, you can do that. Give me a survival check.
Everyone or just Galen?
Everyone. If you're all looking, you can all do it.
Oh, oh gosh.
Impossible. It's impossible.
There's nowhere to
It's
rest.
impossible, right, Valen? It's impossible.
Oh my gosh.
I see a spot right over there. I don't know what you're talking about.
Ed points out a spot that looks nice and flat and flush and perfect for resting, but it's down a cliff, and you don't know how you'd get to it.
Yeah, way down there would be just so perfect. Only we were down there.
Valen points out a spot that looks to be nice and flush, but as you approach to get closer, look at it, you see it's covered in thorns and is completely surrounded by those thorny blackberry bushes.
Oh.
However, Galen doesn't really see any spots that's worth mentioning. After about 4 more hours of travel, so it's about 4 o'clock in the afternoon now, Serenity finds a spot. There's a small creek. Let me pull it up. Yeah, there's a small creek running by it, as well as what appears to be an abandoned cabin across the creek from you.
Oh, an abandoned cabin, huh?
Would you like to rest there?
I would.
Seems like the best spot.
Maybe we should investigate the cabin. Make sure it's as abandoned as it seems.
Are we feeling like we're gonna start suffering exhaustion?
Yeah.
Going.
Yeah. Because this is about the same time you left town.
Yeah, maybe we should stop.
Seems as good a place as any.
So you guys find the spot right next to the creek. It's open. There's plenty of room for the horses to graze and eat. You get a fire set up because, like I said, the forest is so thick that it's dark. You also need to cook your rations, everything. You refill your water skins either through the barrel in the cart or through the creek. The creek looks crystal clear. What is gonna be the watch order?
I'll take first watch.
And we'll take the middle watch.
Alan will take the first one, I guess.
Galen can go in the middle.
Oh, that's fancy.
And we can see that, is that a windmill?
Yes, that's the cabin I was just describing a bit ago.
Gotcha.
Did I roll perception for my watch?
Do we want to check that out before we go down for the night?
I suggested
Yeah,
it,
I
and
don't like
then
being so close to it.
people were like, "We're tired."
Anybody else want to tag along?
No time like the present.
I love when the DM rolls. just randomly.
Oh, it's never random.
It's never. Well, for me it is. You never know with me. Sorry,
He's
I had
just
to
making
refresh
us
my
nervous.
page. Things kept popping out. So yeah, you guys get camp set up. Refill your wire skins and everything. And just as N is talking about going to search that place, what is everyone's passive perception?
A big fat 9.
12.
Sitting at a 15.
12. Ooh, you're very passively perceptive.
17.
Valen is extremely passively
Where
perceptive.
did that come from?
Expertise.
Ah, nice.
That's why I wanted to ask, since you all just leveled up quite a bit.
Oh, you know I dumped all of my level up resources in passive perception.
I never know anymore. So who has above a 12?
I have exactly 12.
That'll work. 'Cause-
Meets it, beats it.
Yep. So everyone but N, you hear a twig snap in the woods, and your attention is drawn to some individuals.
Which direction?
You'll see them popping up.
Oh. Reveal if PCs are aware.
We are aware.
Who's we?
Not you.
And I bellow at them intimidatingly.
These men that you see, I know that Valen and Galen can tell right off the bat these are bandits. They don't have but makeshift leather armor on. It's all mismatched. They're grungy. They don't look like they've bathed or have been in any civilized society in a bit. They have their weapons already drawn as they were trying to
I
sneak
do
up
get
onto you
distracted
guys.
easily.
I gotta pull up my notes real quick.
Can I bellow at them intimidatingly?
Sure.
You dare sneak up on us in the middle of the night? Rawr.
And turns around like, what the heck is... Oh.
So,
I'm scary.
as you growl at them and try to intimidate them, Serenity, you, of all people, know how people act, how they move, because you're used to seeing them in their most graceful and ungraceful ways when they
Sure.
dance and
Sure.
when they're drunk. These are moving much like normal humanoids, but more erratic.
Oh, that's not good. Okay.
And we are going to start initiative.
I was afraid of that. So they didn't run in terror at me being scary?
Nope.
I tried. Oh wait. Click the character.
Then click your character, then roll initiative.
Then roll initiative. Oh, I was on point. Don't sneak up on me when I'm sleepy.
He's 50 years old now. He's officially an old man.
And yet still faster than these guys. So, Serenity.
Mm. Mm. Okay.
What are you doing?
I'm currently measuring. Okay.
How deep is this water?
It's probably 3 feet, maybe 4 feet deep in spots.
Would it be considered difficult terrain?
The middle of it, yes.
Okay.
Like the middle 10 feet there, like the.
Okay, the one I was just marking, which is here, I think, can hit a 20 range on like, I don't know, there. Yeah. So where my marker currently is, because I can hit all these people that are within 20.
Yep.
I'm going to do Fairy Fire.
Okay, go ahead and cast it.
Okay. I click the name. I guess I don't really cast it. So I guess I need like a 20 cube from there.
I put cube, okay. I figured you'd choose violet of all those colors.
Yeah, sadly it won't let me choose pink.
Yep.
Any creature in the area when the spell is cast is also outlined in light. If it fails a dexterity saving throw. The duration
Okay.
objects and affected creatures shed dim light in a 10-foot radius. And
So-
advantage.
So I have to do dex saving throws against it 5 times.
Looks
So-
like all but 2 save.
Save, fail. Try to click.
Welcome back, Goddess. Yeah, I'm sad. No pink. No pink square. Only violet.
Alright, that fucking tree's getting on my nerves.
I fairy fired the tree away! Aha!
Like,
I think as long as we can see the stump, we can understand that there's trees there.
yes. Grr. Okay. Anyways.
Okay, so the two that are lit up are lit
Yeah.
up and giving advantage to anyone that wants to hit them.
Yep. So is that it for you?
Yes.
Alright, and your turn.
I made pretty light over there.
All right. Well, it seems we're engaging with these. What was the word you used to describe them? Erratic. Is that right?
Yep.
Yeah, erratic individuals. N will draw.
I
Yeah,
admit,
N will draw
I thought that did
two
damage.
war picks,
Apparently it does not.
and he will charge. He will charge 40 feet because his movement is 40 feet now. Yeah, right there. And he will take, well, he will bonus action rage. And as he does, the tail will burst forth. Yeah. So N is going to rage, bring out the tail. And so no bonus action this round. His first attack, he's going to swing on this guy.
Alright, so you'll have
And-
advantage.
Tail. I guess it's more of a stab. As the spiny hairs the tail. This guy, that should have been advantage.
Definitely hits.
Make sure it doesn't crit.
Yep. It does not, but it still hits.
So it will be 11 piercing. And he will take his second attack with, because he now has an extra attack.
You actually kill that one with that first attack.
Okay. He will. I guess he'll just take an attack with the tail again on the other one. This one will not have advantage. Does 14 do it?
14 to hit.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. That would be. I'm going to use the Piercer feat. Once per turn, I can re-roll a damage die, and I have to use the new roll.
Okay.
I'm going to re-roll that 3 and hope I get higher. Nope, so 6 damage.
Valiant effort.
Is that it for you?
Yep.
Galen, your turn.
This fella's not being sneaky at all.
Oh, you guys have already noticed him.
All right, well, he's getting shot. Yeah, just gonna.
Oh, 2 more damage from rage. Keep forgetting to turn them.
I'm gonna say let's just go for it. I'm gonna take my -5 sharpshooter. Let's see how this goes. That did not go super great. Even worse.
Still hit.
Yeah. Well, this is gonna hurt.
Your bolt pierces him right between the eyes, or your arrow does, and comes out the back, you actually see part of the skull leaving the back of the head as he collapses to the ground.
And that guy's glowing.
Yes.
Alright, well then we'll I'm assuming that means that I have does it mean I have advantage on the attack?
Yep.
Yep.
Okay. I will do so.
That hits. Roll your damage.
You didn't need that advantage.
Well, we'll take
Yeah,
that.
he dead.
He exploded.
You shot and you just see his head snap back, and you hear the neck crack as the bolt got, or the arrow got stuck in the skull and then pierced his spine, and he just collapsed to the ground.
I think that'll just be everything for me right now.
All right, it is their turn. This one moves up and erratically. No more moving similar to a humanoid, but like I said, extremely erratic. And the 2 by N are going to attack with scimitars.
Yeah.
On the first one, and will use his reaction to attempt to parry with the tail.
All right. Oh, how much does that?
I get to roll a d8.
Yeah, you
So
parry
I'm
it.
pretty sure that's gonna miss. 17 plus 8.
Yep, that misses. And I'm sure the 14 misses as well.
Yep.
This guy moves to here. The 2 on the island are going to shoot at Serenity.
Oh no. I'm fatally allergic to being shot.
I'm sure they both miss.
Now the 14 hits.
Really? Okay.
I only have an armor class of 13.
Oh, I was thinking it was 14. So 3 piercing damage.
Ow.
Valen, your turn.
Okay. How deep is
They
the water?
shot me.
Can we tell?
You can cross it, like I said, it's 3 to 4 feet deep. In the middle, it will be difficult terrain for 10 feet. So where that spot is there, how it's narrow, it actually costs you 20 feet of movement to get across.
Okay.
I wouldn't have that problem, but no, thank you for the head pat. It's a good 3,000 question.
Should be within 30 feet now. Yes.
3,000.
So, I am going to get my rope and I'm going to lasso him. I'll grab.
Do I talk to myself? Yeah, that's called streaming. No, I do occasionally. Usually in chastising manners. Like, why are you so dumb? Why'd you do that?
A 10 will miss.
Okay. I'll just pull in my rope.
All right. Any bonus action?
No.
All right. Serenity, your turn.
Okay, let's see. First, I will give a bardic inspiration to In and be like, "Purple really is your color," as you're surrounded in it. So you get a floating D8 to add to pretty much everything.
Sweet.
Uh, ability check, attack roll, or saving throw.
Okay.
And then I will attempt to viciously mock this guy.
All right, go for it.
And
Wisdom saving throw, right?
correct.
Uh-oh, he failed, so what do you say?
Be like, I've seen better thieves on, oh god, nope, that was bad. Well, you're ugly and stupid, because I didn't do much damage anyway. Darn it. I rolled minimum on both. He takes 2 damage.
Think of another one.
Then you're ugly and stupid?
Yes.
You walk as though you have 2 left feet. Trying to do bad ones, because it's not a very effective damage roll.
I want to hear a good one. The
Right.
reason I'm saying that is because he only has 3 hit points, and I want you to get that extra hit point for creativity.
Oh, see, I was going with the damage roll. Let's see. I hope your wife brings a date to your funeral.
There we go. He's dead.
See, I was going for purposely bad ones. Well, I wasn't the first time, but then I failed in my brain beats.
Literally, he only had 3 hit points, so I was gonna let it slide, but I want to hear a good one first.
That's fair.
Anything else for you?
Bonus action. No, I'm good.
Alright.
No, I'm good. Sorry.
Yeah. N.
All right, N will take his first attack with the tail on this guy next to him.
Alright.
These guys don't seem like too big of a threat, so he's going to start off the turn recklessly attacking. Attack advantage.
And miss?
I
hold on.
will add the
Hold on.
the 13.
No, you'll hit. You'll hit with 13.
Oh, okay.
For some reason, I said you had to do disadvantage, or I thought you said disadvantage.
Oh no, advantage.
Though, technically he should have announced the dice roll before you said whether you missed or hit.
But yeah, he hit it either way. So,
I'll take it. So 6 only. I rolled a 1 on that D8, so I'm going to use the Piercer feat for my once per turn reroll. So that will be 11 plus 2 will be 13.
that's with your tail.
Yes.
So the spikes on your tail almost act as if they've sharpened and straightened more as you swing your tail around and just impale it into his chest, And as you reel your tail back, he just collapses to the ground in a pool of blood.
All right. Okay. Now I gotta do math.
Math is
That's
hard.
Yeah, because I gotta get over this water.
Only you had a ring. Make it better.
If only I actually have a new feature that there are 3 different options. One of them gives me a jump, but we were going in this dense forest, so I went for the one of the other things. So I don't get the super jump, unfortunately. So now I gotta
You
double
probably hit your
check.
head on a tree anyway. It's not worth trying. There's
Okay,
like a big tree right beside you.
So my long jump is 17 feet. So math is hard. I have 40 feet of movement.
So if you run to the edge and jump, you'll be just to almost to the edge of the other side if you went that way.
Okay.
Well, with 17, you should make it, right?
Well, I'm gonna God damn it. So that's 15 there, but like you can see there's like a foot or two on each side of that. That's why I said it would be just barely.
Okay. So it would be 10 feet to get to the point I jump, and then it would be
It'd be 17 feet to cross it completely from there.
Okay. So it'd be 27 to get to the other side. I guess we'll just round up to
30.
So I'd still up to here.
Yeah.
Okay, so I still have 10 feet of movement then. And then I will take my second attack with my war pick. Main hand. Still
Ooh.
reckless.
Twenty-one hits.
And 10 piercing damage.
How are you smacking him?
N is gonna leap over the water, and as he does, he's just gonna bring it down on the guy's head.
Okay, I'll give you an extra point for that. Kill him.
I will take it.
Not as creative as others, but it'll work.
And with my final 10 feet, N will go to the other guy and use his bonus action attack. Swing with the offhand pick, war pick.
All right. Hit. Now with this one, you don't get proficiency, correct?
I get proficiency on the attack roll. I don't get my
On
strength
damage.
on the damage.
That's what I was asking. Yeah, okay. So only 4 damage?
It's only 4. And that's everything I've got.
All right. Galen.
So that gentleman is still standing. There doesn't look to be anyone else around.
Correct.
Alright. Guess we gotta do what we gotta do. Not going... No, we'll take the sharpshooter bonus. It's so fun.
Uh, 12? Am I reading that right?
Yeah.
Just barely hits. So, Ed, you hit this guy with your pick and your offhand, and you just bring it back and are preparing to bring it down again, and all of a sudden you see this arrow just right in the side of the guy's head, and he falls in front of you.
Can you pick that up? I get it out of his...
Well, N's raging at this point, so he turns over to you with like a snarl.
Alright.
Relaxes. And if no one else pops up in the next 6 seconds, his rage subsides and he goes up. Sorry, did you say something?
Can you get the arrow out of his head?
Oh, yeah.
I want those back.
And tries to pull it out.
1 second, I need to read some notes.
Okay.
Yep, you can pull it out. Give me a strength check.
Okay.
If you do badly, don't forget you can add a D8 to it. You didn't do
Alright.
badly.
You rip it right from his skull. You see that the barbs from the arrow and the broadhead broke apart the skull so much that it was almost easy to pulling it out.
I don't think I'd noticed that at all. With how strong he pulled it out. You're... He accidentally broke the skull getting it out. No.
And we'll hop back over the water and return Galen his arrow.
Thank you.
Yeah,
I'll
no
go
problem.
collect the one from this gentleman.
What would it be to try to figure out why they were like moving erratically? Or like weirdly?
And would like to, go over with Serenity and inspect this body.
I'll go up here and gate with Galen and take a look at his.
Give me investigation checks.
Okay.
So
Not intimidation.
I put on my detective hat and pulled out a little bubble pipe. Not really.
I was gonna say it wouldn't surprise me.
It wouldn't be either, but I don't think I could have a bubble. Oh, I could make a bubble pipe with prestidigitation.
I would
Oof.
say there is bubble pipes and stuff like that.
I will prestidigitate a bubble pipe and blow it as I
Okay.
investigate.
The strength of the bubble pipe is strong. As you're looking over the bandit, you see that these seem to be bandits.
These bandits are in fact
But
bandits.
like they're humanoids, but you're unsure whether or not they were previously dead before you fought them.
Oh god. Would it be like a medicine check to figure out how long they've been dead?
As you go to think about, or as you're just starting to begin to decide of doing a medicine check, all of a sudden, everyone hears a dreadful howl as it echoes through the woods. You all look up in almost not really a panicked state, but more of an alert state. And
N has a panicked expression.
My first
see-
instinct when I heard Cal was to look it in.
come on, go to the right layer, you stupid son of a... As you're looking around, you glance towards the windmill.
Oh.
You notice a slow and terrifying approach of a ghostly creature that seems to cry without ceasing. You're not welcome here. The blood that soils this land is in your hands, and for that you shall be punished.
Would N be able to recognize what kind of creature this is from his studies.
Give me a religion check.
Religion.
Yep.
Anyone do that or just him?
Nope.
Guessing it does not do it.
No, you do not.
Do you still have the bardic inspiration?
I
I
think.
don't think that applies to skill checks, sadly.
Oh.
Does it? What was it? You added
Uh,
to.
ability check, attack roll, or saving throw.
Would this not be a?
I don't think it's an
Ability
ability.
check.
I don't think it's an ability check because it's technically a skill check.
Yeah, it's a skill check, not
Okay,
ability
okay.
check. However, if anyone else feels that they're a religious type,
I'm a bard. I know everything about everything.
you know
Which
just
is
as much as Ende.
I
It is
mean,
nothing.
Galen's a religious guy.
But I
Let's see.
believe I know everything about everything. I am a bard.
That really rolled around a lot.
Yeah.
That's it.
Galen, you remember hearing stories of ghostly figures that wailed and cried, that terrorized people's dreams, and spoke and were... I'm trying to think of the best way to describe it. That filled people's souls with sorrow as they whined and cried. And these creatures, you remember them being called banshees. It's a vengeful spirit, usually born from a hateful grudge. You do know, though, that, or you've heard reports through religious sermons or whatnot, that some great priests and stuff sometimes try to talk and have successfully talked banshees to the afterlife or to leave a realm that they have inhabited.
All right.
Are you going to share this with the rest of your party as it approaches?
I just don't know what he would necessarily say in the quick moment. Just like,
Well, it's moving slowly. Like, it's just like drifting like a breeze. It's not actually walking towards you or anything. Like, it's floating as it
Okay.
carries it towards you. I just moved it closer so you could see it.
gotcha. I was like, man, if you got to there that quick, I don't know if you'd have time to. I just, oh, that's a banshee. I think it is.
What's a banshee?
It's just angry spirit that hasn't found rest.
You don't know anger. You all work for the ruler of this land.
It's a phasma.
I've certainly had my fair share of anger.
Maybe we can talk it down off its edge. Know that people done that.
I don't know. She doesn't seem to want to listen.
When it gets in range, I want to cast Fairy Fire at it.
What's the range of Fairy Fire?
60 feet, and then 20 feet from there.
Oh, it's within range. It's been within range.
Okay. But before I do that, I want to use a bonus action to.
While she's doing that, and we'll. Oh, go ahead.
I need to make sure this has the same range. I'm pretty sure it does.
And we'll shout out to Galen. Can we hit it?
Yeah. So I'm going to use Unsettling Words to.
I don't know.
It'll get a -4 to its saving throw against my Fairy Fire. And then I cast Fairy Fire.
Alright, so because it was a hostile action, it will enter the turn order as turn order still stood. What I gotta do a wisdom save or
Let's see.
dexterity save?
Dexterity save with a -4. You definitely didn't succeed. You are lit up and can't turn invisible.
I ain't gonna bother dragging up the square again because you cast it right at her.
Yeah, that's fair. Just imagine there's a big purple area over there.
So that is gonna be part of your turn because you cast something on it before the fairy fire?
Yeah, I did a bonus action. I can consider that my full turn, if you want. It was Unsettling Words. It's basically like
Gotcha.
negative bardic inspiration.
Yeah. So yeah, that would be your turn then.
Okay.
N, your turn.
And it appears to be hostile towards us at this point.
Now it is.
Okay.
I'm not taking any chances with any ghost.
We could hit it. Galen seemed uncertain. Well, to spit in the face of the feat I just got, I'm gonna drop my war picks, and N is going to. Let me double check. I can get there first. Is this a feasible route to take without getting difficult terrain?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll allow that.
So, and we'll go his full 40 feet.
All right.
He will rage, and this time he's going to pull out the claws. So sharp claws grow from his hands, and that is bonus action. I feel like I gotta say it out loud, or I'm going to try to take a bonus action attack. And will attack with his claws.
All right, go for it.
Which, for the record, now that we are level 6, count as magic.
I know your claws do. Does your tail?
The tail bite and the claws all count.
Okay.
As magic. Yeah, the natural weapons of your form of beast count as magical for the purpose of overcoming resistances. Yada.
Yeah.
Okay. So main hand claws. First attack.
Hits.
I will just roll all the attacks. Second attack.
Misses.
And then the one bonus claw attack.
The missed attack you could technically add 8 to, but I don't know if that would
I think
undo that fail.
no, it's an auto fail.
So 2 hit.
Okay. So that is 8 on the first one, and 9 on the second one.
All right. Anything else for you?
Technically, you should have rolled those with
That's-
advantage.
What's that?
Technically, you should have rolled those with advantage.
Yeah,
What I
because
For the glowing.
fairy fire.
Oh, that's right. So hold on. Let me see. First one. See if I crit.
Well, the two that hit, well, I guess, yeah, just see if you crit by
Yeah.
rolling 3 dice.
Okay, so I didn't crit on the first one. Here's the miss. Does the 16 hit?
Well, 16 hit the second time, so yes.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay. So that one would be 7 damage. Let's see if I crit on them.
Oh, you did?
I did.
Yep.
So I will roll one additional d6.
Yep.
2 more.
All right. So that it for you.
Yes, that's everything I can.
All
Thanks
right.
for the correction there, Digit.
Her
just-
turn.
This gotta hurt.
As I brace for impact.
She is all of a sudden where she was crying before and you guys could hear it. Now she looks up and you see the tears that are running out of her eyes are blood, and her hair stands up and starts waving around wildly. She opens her eyes, revealing these flames just burning deep within her soul. She opens her mouth and you see these sharp, long, pointed teeth. She brings up her arms and her claws, her nails just grow out about 4 inches. And she is horrifying visage. Each creature within 60 feet of the banshee that can see her must succeed a DC 13 wisdom saving throw. So everyone.
Mm,
That's on brand.
okay.
Aha.
I am checking something really fast because I think I might.
So this is the frightened condition.
Yes.
Okay. Which is a creature has disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls while the source of its fear is within line of sight. You can't move
Yep.
closer.
Correct.
Cool.
Okay.
And at the end of each of your turns, that for those that failed, you have to you can re-roll if you choose to break it. So N failed, Galen failed. The other two succeeded. And so the two that succeeded are immune to her horrifying visage for the next 24 hours.
Okay.
Ooh, nice.
And then she is going to use incorporeal movement. Or corporeal, sorry.
You're in the way.
To right beside Digit.
Did that require her to turn invisible?
Nope.
Okay.
Well, let me double check, because I don't think it does. Nope, it just allows her to move through creatures and objects.
Oh, okay.
I mean, she's translucent by any means, but you guys can see her. That is it for her turn.
Galen, your turn.
So I have disadvantage on the.
Attack rolls and stuff, yes.
Okay.
If I'm giving advantage, does that count? Out?
It would be a normal roll.
Yeah, they can't cancel their own.
Oh, because she is fairy fire.
Yes.
Yes.
All right, screw it. We'll go for the sharpshooter.
That will miss.
Yeah. I was really hoping for that 19 to just tick over.
I was hoping for the 3, so.
How about that?
$24. I'm assuming
Yeah,
that
that
would
hits.
hit.
That hits. Can you guys not hear me?
I'm here.
We can hear you.
23 points of damage.
And that's with your new longbow, right?
Yep, my +2.
Alright. Anything else for you?
I'll just remake the saving throw at the end of my turn. Correct?
Yeah. Frightened target can repeat the saving throw at the end of each of its turns, with disadvantage if the banshee is in line of sight.
Oh.
Yep, so it'd be disadvantage. You can redo it.
What if I move right there?
Probably
You
not
wouldn't-
within line of sight.
You wouldn't know if you needed to be in line of sight or not. That's the whole thing.
That's fair.
Wait a bit, right?
Plus, that technically, I think, moved you closer.
Yeah, technically you can't move closer.
Yeah.
Did he move closer?
Okay, I'll move to there. No, okay, it's whatever.
Pressing your luck, I swear. 13 will fail again. Oh, actually, no, it's meat to beat, so yeah, you beat it.
Dope.
I kept thinking it was Serenity's spell save DC. It's not this one. Alright, so Valen, your turn.
Yeah, so we're just gonna dash. And make sure she has 2 daggers out.
And don't forget, you get advantage. Because you said.
Yeah, that'll be a normal roll. Or no?
No, you didn't fail, so you're not frightened.
Okay.
So that hits.
Okay. And we'll put sneak attack on that.
Alright, so half.
And then we'll go again with the offhand dagger. Oh, there will not be sneak attack.
12 will miss.
Okay.
Alright. Anything else?
No.
Serenity, your turn.
Okay, as a bonus action, I will toss Galen a bardic inspiration. Be like, don't let this wisp of a spirit scare you. So you can get a D8 to add to things. And then for my action, I will do counter charm and start singing a very boisterous tune. And it'll give advantage to anyone trying to make a check against being frightened or charmed.
All right.
So it'll cancel it out, but you don't have disadvantage till the end of my next turn.
Is that it?
That's it, because that's a full action.
N. Your turn.
All right, and tries to move closer but cannot bring himself to do so. So, while remaining 35 feet away, and is going to go around to check what's here. Yeah, he's going to run his 40 feet around to here, maintaining a 35 foot, a very unfortunate 35 foot distance, which would give him disadvantage on attack rolls, but he already has disadvantage on attack rolls and advantage, so he is going to draw 2 javelins and make 2 javelin throws.
Go for it.
This Banshee is the anti-me!
Hit.
Sweet.
All right.
I will. Yeah, I will re-roll the 2 with the piercer.
Actually, digit. Okay, so you didn't cast any spells last turn. You did the counter charm, which was the ability, right?
Correct.
And no other spells.
Correct.
Okay, I wanted to make sure.
Well, I did
Feels
another
like-
ability, which is Bardic Inspiration. But that's
Yeah.
not a spell.
Well, I was trying to see if the fairy fire, how long it lasts, and if it had broken yet.
It's a minute.
Yeah.
So
But it's also concentration. That's what I was asking.
Okay, so that'll be 1 point higher. I re-rolled a 2 and got a 3. So instead of 14, it'd be 15.
All right, go ahead and roll again.
Plus the rage, so 17. So 17 on the main hand, and the offhand will be 18 to hit,
Yep, go ahead.
which will be 5. And that's everything I got.
Now you make your saving throw.
Right, and so this is a straight roll now because of the counter charm.
Yes, but you do
Yes.
still have your Bardic Inspiration. You can add to it if you don't
Right.
quite make it. A D8.
So it's wisdom. And it's
A 15.
8.
Or
It's
no.
a D8.
Yeah, it's a D8. I
And I
forget what
need,
the...
what do I need, a 5 to be there, or a 6?
You need... It's 13.
13, yeah, I need a 6. I think I'll wait. Maybe I'll roll better next round.
Okay.
All right. So, let's see here. The Phantom Woman.
In your face, I'm like... Ba-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da.
She is going to wail. I need a Constitution saving throw. And because I mistyped something, it's supposed to be 40 feet, not 30 feet. For this encounter, I need a Constitution saving throw from everyone.
Is this... I guess it's probably not to be charmed or frightened.
Oh, it's not charmed or frightened.
Okay.
Bye, N.
Oh, this is not going well.
Rough.
I mean, Galen, before anything's announced, you can also add a D8 to that if you want.
That is true. I'm gonna do that just because it's scary. Just to be safe. Alright.
Okay, you
So
got
I
an
have an
18.
18.
And she then hauls tail, disappearing into the forest.
Drops to 0 hit points.
Okay.
She goes invisible because the fairy fire ends and
Yep.
just vanishes. So you guys don't know where she's gone. Well, that and 3 of you are unconscious. So,
I also take 3d6 psychic damage.
yep, I'm about to roll that.
Okay.
Maybe I should have rolled my inspiration. Wow.
You take 13 psychic damage.
Okay.
Everyone else dropped to 0. If
Okay.
you got, if,
Do we take the damage before or after we drop to 0?
no, that psychic
No.
damage is not for you. That's for if they succeeded.
Oh,
Yeah, it's only
right.
if you fail or you
Okay.
succeed. So if you fail, you just die.
Die. You go to 0, and then you have to do saving throws.
Okay, well,
Fine.
it's my turn next.
What's that?
My dagger.
Yeah, what about it?
Would it go off?
I believe so.
Are you dead or just dying?
Oh no, I think it's when you die, right?
I'm trying to find it.
I think I remember the last time this was in question being when you die.
Me and you message so much shit to each other, it's hard to find.
I know. I just can't find it. There's a picture.
I think we
think
messaged.
It's in roll 20. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, when the builder dies.
Yeah, so you ain't dead yet. You're just unconscious. So, Galen, you see your allies collapse to the ground. Well, all but N, he's out of your line of sight. You see the 2 ladies in front of you just collapse. The creature that was just wailing, the banshee, vanishes. You hear its howls and cries echoing through the forest, getting farther and farther away. But before you can even react, this is where we're going to call it this week. And we're going to take 5 minutes, write down favorite moments, collect favorite moments from chat, and then we'll cover them after the break.
Oof.
Does anyone in
Oof,
chat
I
have a
gotta
favorite
say.
moment? Deltines?
That actually worked out perfect because she was so close to dead, and the story was so she had to run away, and because of fucking fairy fire, she couldn't go invisible. So I was like, how can I go invisible? How can I go invisible?
Kill everyone.
I wasn't even going to use that spell until I had no other choice because she was down to 4 hit points.
We were canceling each other so well too. Like we were like the complete opposites there. She was the anti-me.
I think this is my fault because I forgot to take an attack of opportunity when she moved out away from me, and I was like, whatever, it's okay. 4. Ugh.
Well, no, because see, if you would have taken an opportunity attack, then
She'd have done it sooner.
yeah.
That's fair.
That's
I'll
so
blame myself slightly less. 4% less.
I will take full blame, but it was entirely worth it. Because I was like, it's a ghost lady. I should make it so she can't go invisible.
Yeah, that was a good idea.
Yeah, it worked pretty well.
And I gave advantage to everyone. And then I had the like fear thing. I was like, the anti-me. Unfortunately, we were never heard from again.
There are 3 healing potions for a reason.
But I don't have one. I don't need one, remember?
I was laughing when you said that because I'm like, watch, she's gonna be the one needing them.
Yeah, N was gonna say he already had a healing potion, but Serenity spoke up first, so he's just got multiple now.
I mean, like, I'm the healer. I have like 8,000 ways to heal. So
Yeah, that's true.
you don't expect to go from full to 0 in 1 hit.
Yeah, that was rough. 58 to 0.
Yeah, when you said there was a banshee, I got really nervous.
I have a +6 to my con save too. Just had to roll a 1.
I have a 0.
Yeah, I think even if I rolled like a 2, I would have rolled the inspiration and maybe passed. I rolled a d8 just now to see, and I only rolled a 4. So I would have needed a 3 to succeed on the save. Rough.
Sadly, I don't think I can inspire myself.
I think is there a specific feature that lets bards do it?
I have no idea. I don't think I can. Let me see.
Not gonna bother to check.
It definitely says something to yourself. Like, the sheer amount of things my bardic inspiration can do is kind of impressive. Like,
Yeah, it's a sweet ability.
Like I have magical inspiration. If a creature uses has a bardic inspiration die from you and casts a spell that restores hit points or deals damage, the creature can roll that die and choose a target affected by the spell. Add the number rolled as bonus to the hit points regained or the damage dealt.
What subclass are you?
I am. Find where it says it. That's like Bard of Eloquence.
Eloquence, okay. Because I've definitely read that feature before. Don't remember where, but Eloquence sounds right. I think I had a player who played a Bard of Eloquence at one book that's in though.
And then I also have the unfailing inspiration. Oh, this means like we should probably roll it no matter what. My inspired words are so persuasive that others feel driven to succeed. When a creature adds one of your bardic inspiration dice, its ability check, attack roll, or saving throw, and the roll fails, the creature can keep the die.
Whoa. Yeah, that's pretty sweet. I will keep that in mind.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, that's really good. Wow. There were several times I should have rolled it.
Yeah, and then I have the unsettling word, which lets me basically use a bardic inspiration to give them a negative saving throw.
Yeah, that's pretty cool too. Is it just on their like next whatever or?
The creature must subtract the number rolled from the next saving throw it makes before the start of your next turn.
Next saving throw before your turn. Okay.
So that's why I did it before the fairy fire. I was like, I want to make sure this thing can't go invisible.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
I did use up all of my bardic inspirations between giving 2 and then 1. But I also regained them all back after a short rest. I'm the bardiest bard to ever bard, okay? I'm not good in combat, but I can bard.
Bard's gonna bard.
I'm just sad
Luckily-
they super nerfed Jack of all trades.
So I see favorite moments. Tyranno Maximum in my chat says bandits are always fun, which they are. And then in Digit's chat, Iris Jewel says Digit deciding to go all aggro on the Banshee.
It's true. I have a thing against spirits. Remarkably, I don't trust them not to go invisible. But I wanted to make sure she was visible.
Yeah, it helps when we can see what we're fighting.
Though apparently that makes them kill us. So maybe I should let them go invisible. I also never got to just charge across the water. That's something I wanted to do.
Oh man, that was really unfortunate. Because I have a feature now. It still worked out. I had like just enough movement to do what I wanted to do. But yeah, I have a feature now. The same feature that turns my form weapons into magical attacks.
Hmm.
It lets me switch between 3 different things. I can either get a swim speed, a climb speed, or I can add an athletics check to any jump I make. And Tyne said we were going in a deep forest, or like a really dense forest. So I was like, I'll stick with the climb speed.
Yeah,
And
that
we get
makes
to the
sense.
battle map and it's super open, and we have to like get over water, and I'm like, ah.
But yeah,
It's just not useful at all.
I was hoping the Banshee would somehow like mega hurt you, and then I would just charge across and heal. Because I
That
could
would've been
just
cool.
get to you.
If it just like did the whale and like got me down specifically.
Opened with the whale.
I was going to, and the reason I increased the distance is because I lowered the number of bandits, and I also increased the size of the map. And this is actually a pre-made module that you could add. It's like a one-shot module, but it's for level 4s and 5s. So I was like, they're level 6. I'm gonna go ahead and increase that with all the other stuff I took away. That way it's big enough for the map that I increased the size for. But then I just forgot to type it.
My hit point thing isn't updating.
You guys ready for favorite moments?
Yes.
Who wants to go first?
I can go first. I will start with I'm gonna start with Valen here. Actually, I'm gonna start with Galen while I scroll through the chat to double check something about my for Valen. I wrote down a couple things for Galen, but I wrote down sharpshooter destruction because you just did so much damage with those sharpshooter attacks, and that was before you got the crit. That just solidified it. That was wow. Yeah, here it is. 21 damage on the first hit, and then I wrote it down, and then crit 26 damage on the next one. That's strong. That's really good. I look forward to seeing more of that. Just
Which is why I took it.
so strong. Yeah, it's sweet. Then got buried by the towers. Oh well. Valen, I wrote down the greatest survival checks ever. For our back-to-back Nat 1 survival checks.
Yeah.
And there was another time later on where, like, I think it was between the two combats. We were investigating the bodies, and I think Tim rolled decent, Digit rolled decent, I think. But again, you and I rolled like really low on those checks, and it was just like, yeah, N and Valen are on the same wavelength today. So, whatever. Yeah. But yeah, mainly those back-to-back Nat ones. It was
Yeah.
it's always fun to see. And Digit, I'm gonna give it to Berry Fire. You cast it a couple times, and it really helped out quite a bit. And reminding me that we had the Fairy Fire, so I could re-roll my attacks, which got me another hit and turned a hit into a crit. So thank you very much for that.
What I do? I'm support.
And Tyne, the intro for this session, bringing us in. I was not sure how you were gonna handle the time skip, but I thought the celebration, what would it be called, like a crowning, I guess. I thought that was a really clever way to do it, having us show up late, you know, having the characters kind of throw some jabs at us. It felt really nice. It got us into it really quickly. Nice job.
All right, who'll be next?
I'd be willing to go. So my note for it is literally like camp at the bottom of a cliff. And after what you said, with climb speed, that's why you were like, yeah, let's camp down there. I can get there easy.
Easy.
With my climb speed. My note for Galen is shake on light.
I wrote something for that one too.
Because, you know, you gotta start that thing up. It has to warm up a little bit.
Gotta.
Hit it right.
Just gotta hit it a few times and it'll come on.
My note for Valen was mainly just like, not your night for skills. Because most of the skills I realized you were doing were not high rolls.
Nope.
But, you know, you were nailing saving throws and things that counted. Until this last one, of course. But not your night for skill checks. And then my favorite time moment was when I investigated the bandit, and the first thing he said is, "This is a bandit."
I can't always be smart.
I get that. I mean, I had the complete fail of viciously mocking. But I get it. But it was just funny. Like, I roll pretty good. Okay, this bandit is a bandit. It's like, yes. I will announce this loudly and proudly. The bandit is a bandit.
Yes, the floor is indeed made of floor.
This forest has trees. While I had my bubble pipe out. It just adds to the whole imagery. But then it'd be like, oh, and I think they were dead for a while. Like, a long while.
Oh, it wasn't a long while. It was like recently killed and just
Well,
Not
killed.
fully dead.
I was gonna say killed before we killed them.
All right, who's next?
Ooh,
I
butterfly.
guess I'll go.
That was also a good one. It does make me miss the old bardic inspiration, which added like 3 to everything.
I also wrote down natural 1 buddies. And then at the beginning, you followed Galen around at the party. Yeah,
Gotta cling to someone.
somebody. Little shy Galen stuck at a crazy celebration. Galen managing to figure out what the banshee was. Always nice to have at least a little bit of information.
Oh yeah.
Serenity. Well, like they said, Fairy Fire, such a cool spell. And you had a line in there somewhere. Right, you told N that purple was his color.
You look good in purple. Or surrounded by purple.
Yeah. And then Pine. Again, that opening scene, I guess, was so cool. Lots of little details and information and so many characters to keep track of. Oh, and telling Serenity to pick a better phrase so she could get that extra point and finish the guy off.
A better insult.
Insult, yeah. That's it.
I think I can go. Start off with time. I as well was wondering how the whole time skip was going to go down, and I rather enjoyed how it was handled. The celebration seems pretty fit. If there was a year of retaking cities and all of that, the celebration. And not that it was necessarily anything that you, but the fact that Galen is now the only one standing at the end of the Banshee fight. I mean, that's got him not super in the best of spirits, and that was funny. And then Valen, got to give it to that survival check. And what I wrote down in my notes was, guess that water wasn't that great after all. Call back all the way to the beginning of the campaign to when the water situation went down.
It's funny, I was remembering that also when we appeared on this map. I was like, the crystal blue water. Can't trust it.
It's bad water. It's bad water.
Memories I don't have.
Um, and when Galen yelled over to him to get the arrow, and you were still in your rage, I really liked how you handled that whole thing. It was just like he's an angry guy, and he's like, "What? What'd you need?" It makes a lot of sense. Um, obviously, you're not a berserker barbarian, so I don't have mindless rage, but going into a beast form, probably not the brightest in there.
Yeah, I've described it in the past as an overwhelming desire to commit violence.
And yeah, he certainly does that. There's no shortage of
I
violence
just realized how
committed,
much less I hydrate if there's not a hydrate.
especially not
routine.
tonight.
Like, I didn't hydrate any hardly this entire session till just now.
And for Serenity, obviously the fairy fire has been brought up, coming in clutch twice. But also the inspirations, just chucking those out there. They were doing some work. So, and now we'll just remember to use them when we get them.
Yeah, apparently you should just use them.
Longer.
Because, yeah, they just stay forever. Well, until you succeed.
So, just using those good old inspirations. Make sure we get those. I think that's everything I got.
Alright, which means it's my turn. So, got a couple for all of y'all. One, letting me do the intro without interruptions or smart-ass comments. That's usually what my other groups do.
Also.
So very appreciative of that.
Yeah, I should probably add that one too.
Also, the fact that you guys got all your nat 20s out of the way before I got to do the whale.
I didn't get any
So
nat
that was
20s.
helpful. But for Valen, the fact that you don't run off ahead, like no matter what character you're on, Gravity, you never run ahead. You always stay where you're close enough to protect someone. And even tonight, like if Serenity moved, you moved with her. If you stay close enough to protect the majority of the group, which is something that Valen seems to be more and more prompted to do compared to what she used to be like, where she used to be sneaky, stabby. She still is, but she uses her allies sort of as that surprise attack feature. Then for Galen, messing around. If I move over here, am I out of her sight? If I move over here, I'm like, you don't know that if you're out of her sight. Just fucking with me like that. It's always funny.
Actually, I guess if anyone had known, though, it would have been Galen, because he's the only one that knew what the Banshee was.
Yeah, but he didn't go, I didn't go into that much detail with him about the Banshee, so, he knew what it was, but he didn't know, full details about it or anything. He knew it was a pissed off spirit, that's about it. And picking up the archery fighting style is always really cool on a fighter style character, especially being the way you first started the character and how you hated magic in the beginning and were uncomfortable with anyone having it, but now you have it and you're a little more comfortable.
We're not going around casting spells willy-nilly, but we have a couple cantrips here and there. It's getting more comfortable with them.
Well, I cast spells willy-nilly.
So I think over the last year, you'd have been like, okay, I know my friends, and they're not going to be trying to do bad things with magic. But then, he's still kind of uncomfortable with himself having magic. Other people that he doesn't know, he's definitely wary of. So it's not all magic.
And I'm actually surprised at Galen being the only one standing. Usually that goes to Valen. Like in the past of this campaign, every time people went down, it was Valen, the last one standing. So seeing someone else the last one standing, real good. In full-blown beast mode, jumping across there to take out those guys, and take out the guys as fast as you could, with some really good rolls. And reminding me that it is now magic damage, because I wouldn't have remembered if you wouldn't have reminded me. And there was something else too. I'm trying to remember what it was. Oh, the very beginning for all of you, the way you reacted to the party with Valen mingling with the crowd and following Galen going around drinking, and Serenity jumping in with the band, and I think she rolled really, really high, I know that, to play along with the band.
It's like a 23 or something.
Yeah, and doing the fireworks and everything else. You guys all reacted pretty. It was really, really fun to interact like that, and not just stand around doing nothing. It was very interesting.
Okay, that was fun.
Which would bring me to Serenity. Serenity's new to the party. Well, she's been with the party for a year, but new to this campaign. And yet it almost feels like the same old Serenity, with the blowing kisses to heal, and now turning people purple or violet depending on bardic inspiration or fairy fire.
Bardic inspiration is definitely still pink. Pink glowing eyes.
Yeah. It's just very, very cool how you describe you doing that to things. And the insults, with you being 1 point away, and the last insult is just perfect for the extra point of damage. Because I like when people get like that where they're 1 point away from killing the creature. If it's something that I can try to justify giving them that extra point, I will hint at, how do you describe doing this? Give me a better insult or something like that, just to see if they can't get it. It was really funny. And and Digits chat, Iris Jewel has another favorite moment. Ooh, butterfly. Digits failed perception check, or nature check, I think it was.
Yeah, I was distracted. Can't help it.
But with that being said, that is my favorite moments. Like I said, we ain't gonna skip a year this time. We're gonna finish this little arc, and then skip a year, add more levels, come back, and continue on with that sort of thing, because we're sort of behind schedule with the campaign, but that's fine too. But being it is the end of the stream, I want to do a huge shout out. Make sure everyone checks out Incorrect Digit on YouTube and in Twitch. You can find her everywhere just by searching Incorrect Digit. If you don't know who I am Tyne's Dungeon. You can find me everywhere just searching Tyne's Dungeon, to be honest. Appreciate everyone that's watching on both the channels, and all the support we've been getting with this. It's been a ton of fun. I know Digit has redeems in her YouTube, but if you wish to affect the game, my channel redeems are to add enemies, heals, bardic inspiration, or chat inspiration, and other things. So even if you don't watch my stream, have it open in the background so you can either punish me or the party, depending on how you see fit.
I could have saved myself and completely derailed this section. Yeah.
I've had a player do that more than once.
I
It
guess
actually does come in handy sometimes, because sometimes the dice gods hate the players, and it comes in handy with the viewers chiming in to help. But with that, I think we are done.
But to answer the 3,000 question, my weirdest trait
I'm gonna go to bed.
is probably...
Have a good one.
I have a lot of weird traits. This is hard.
You too.
I would probably say my weirdest trait is like how I'm really kinky and don't swear at the same time. But with that, I am going to be ending. I hope everyone has a great night, and I will catch you all Thursday for Raft, which will start an hour earlier. It's on the schedule. And I hope to see you then.